So he tells us what's going on. Look at it. The tour begins. Enter the church and find a spot with a good view down the long nave of the altar. Yeah. The simple, spacious 110-yard well-lit Gothic church with rough wood crossbeams and red and white color scheme is truly remarkable sight in a city otherwise crammed with exotic frou-frou, because Venice's spongy ground can never support a real Gothic church. Like those you find in France, the Ferrari is made of light and flexible brick. Traditionally, churches of Venice were cross-shaped, but the T-shaped footprint printed along the long, lofty nave, flooded with light and suited to large gatherings where common people heard sermons. The wooden choir area in the center of the nave allowed friars to hold smaller, more intimate services. From the early 16th century, as worshippers entered, the churches looked down the long nave of the altar. They were greeted by Titian's glorious painted altarpiece. See that painting? That's Titian's. And then and now framed by the arc of the choir entrance. I guess that's where the choir would sit. Walk playfully towards the Titian, stopping in the finely carved 1840s choir. Notice the fine inlay above the chairs, showing Renaissance enthusiasm for frontier. So we'll walk this way. They say this place maybe has some of the best artwork in Venice. Some of the best artwork and paintings in Venice. Babe, this is going to take us to all that stuff. $1480. This church was built in 1480. Notice the fine inlay above the chairs.
They decided the new direction.
That's where the choir sits. Look at the carvings. Look at the carvings. Let's go sit on the wood up there. Look at that. Look at the wood. Look at the wood. They're all engraved differently. I'm your tour guide. I'm telling you what to do.
Okay. But you can only be my tour guide. Oh, you can't do anything after you give me a tour.
I'm the tour guide with extras. Okay, so we're going to learn about this Titian. The Titian is the Assumption. Glowing red and gold. Look at the frame. Glowing red and gold like a stained glass window. This altarpiece sets a tone of exuberant beauty found in this church. At the end of her life, though looking 17 here, that's the Virgin Mary. That's supposed to be the Virgin Mary in the middle. Okay, look, it's just telling us about it. At the end of her life, looking 17, Mary was miraculously assumed into heaven. As cherubs lifted her to meet Jupiter like God, the stunned apostles on earth reached up to touch the floating bubble of light. Look around. The church is littered with chapels and tombs made possible by the generous financial support of rich people who donated to the Franciscans for the good of their souls, and usually for tomb-topping statues themselves as well. This is... There's tombs.
My tombs might be...
Over there. Look around. I don't see tombs. Oh, on the floor? I know we just passed them.
There's probably tombs on the bottom of those.
It says, look around. Search the chapels and tombs made. Oh, these must be in there. It says, for the altar, they hired the new Wiz artist Titian to create a dramatic painting. Unveiled in 1518, the work scandalized a Venice. The work scandalized a Venice accustomed to simpler, more contemplative church art. The rich colors, twisting poses, and mix of saccharine angels with blue collar apostles were unheard of. Most striking, the Virgin is fully human, not a stiff icon on the throne. The Franciscans thought this Mary aroused excitement rather than spirituality. They agreed to pay Titian only after the Holy Emperor offered to buy the altar if they refused. In burst of youthful innovation, Titian had rewritten the formula for church art, hinting at changes to come to the Mannerist and Baroque styles. He energized the scene with complex composition overlapping a circle. Mary's. He energized it, okay. Overlapping a circle, Mary's bubble, and a triangle. Draw a line from the apostle reaching up to Mary. Mary's face down the other side. The three horizontal levels, God in heaven, man on earth, and Mary in between. Apostle reaching up to Mary's face down the other side.
Is that picture right there? Is that how real gold around it?
Yeah. Together, these elements draw our eyes from the swirl of arms and legs to the painting, a radiant face of triumphant Mary assumed body and soul into heaven. Flanking the painting are marble tombs lining the walls. Oh, those must be tombs on the walls. On the wall to the right is the altar of Tomb of Doge Foscari. Look how beautiful that is. So Titian. Look how bright that is compared to those paintings over there.
I like the way they have that red with those couple pictures. I would have done that. Not like that. I like the way they put that red and then those pictures with the green. I like it. Whoever built this had a lot of taste.
Look at the stained glass windows.
I know, look at the stars. The crosses I made. Venuto. Bello.
So it says the tomb to the right of the altar. The heavily ornate tomb. Look at right there, right there. Right there. The heavily, it's that one right there. This heavily ornate tomb marks the peak of Venice's worldly power. Doges Francisco Foscari assumed in 1373, assumed control of the city's powerful seafaring empire and tried to expand onto the mainland, battling Milan in a 31-year of attrition that swept the northern Italy. Meanwhile, an unprotected eastern front, the Ottomans took Constantinople in 1453 and scuffled Venice's trade. Venice's long slide into historical oblivion had begun. Financially drained, city fathers forced Foscari to resign, turn in his funny hat, and hand over the keys to Doge's palace. In the first chapel to the right of the altar, you'll find for Donatello. So this is from here. Let's go there. Go back that way. Go behind us. it says, in the center of the altarpiece, in the center, look at this is a, I'm leaning into you to talk.
Oh, sorry.
I have to scream at you. It says
When
this.
you're coughing, I don't know your cough.
In the center of the altarpiece, the cockeyed prophet of the desert, emaciated from breakfast of bugs and honey, and dressed in lamb skins, like the Bible says, freeze-dried rant, with his spies something in the distance. He spies something in the distance. His jaw goes slack and twists his face and raises his hand to announce the coming of the Renaissance. So that's a carving done by a guy, sculpture done by a guy named Donatello. In what year? 1438. This was before Christopher Columbus set sail to the New World. That's how old that place is right there.
Look at the pictures. Those are nice.
It's going to tell us about those.
Are those expensive pictures then?
Babe, these are masterpieces. All these are.
Is over there one the church is going to be even more extravagant than this?
Like the one we saw in Spain. Okay. Florentine expatriates living in Venice commissioned Donatello, it's a wooden statue, to make the wooden statue, and it reflects their tastes. The Renaissance began in Florence in the 1400s, where Donatello created the realistic statues with a full range of human emotions. This warts and all John the Baptist is harshly realistic, with muted colors. By contrast, Venetian art is generally soft, focused, and beautiful with bright colors.
So it's Venetian colors. Look at the rainbow carving. That's pretty. Do you see that?
On top?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's nice.
Sweet. What's the logo in the middle there? Like the little thing coming out. It's like a little.
What? Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It's pretty.
But look at these horses over here.
Look at those huevos rancheros over there.
Babe.
I'm being silly. That's a little huevo ranchero. I'm just kidding. Look at the top of the circles. See that?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. And then look at the detailing in the little carvings. Look at that looks pretty.
Come over here.
Who's the one that did all the pretty?
This one is Giovanni Bellini. That's this one right here. The Pesaro family, who negotiated an acceptable price and place for the family tomb. There's a family tomb. Funded this delightful chapel, dominated by a Bellini masterpiece. Mary sits on the throne under a half dome. It's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Propping up baby Jesus, who's just learning to stand. Flanked by saints and serenaded by musician angels, Giovanni Bellini, the father of the Venetian Renaissance, painted fake columns and a dome to match the real ones into the gold frame. Making the painting seem to be an extension of the room. He completes the illusion with glimpses of open sky in the background. Next, he fills the artificial niches with symmetrically posed, thoughtful saints, left to right. On the left is St. Nicholas, St. Peter, Mark, and Sean Connery Benedict. Bellini combined the meditative poses of the Venetian Byzantine tradition with Renaissance improvements in modern art. He made the transition from painting with medieval tempera to painting in oil pigments dissolved in vegetable oil. Oils allowed subtler treatment of colors because artists could apply them in successive layers, and because darker colors aren't too muddy when they painted on oil, they pop effectively, giving the artist a brighter palette. Bellini virtually invented the formula, later to be broken by his precocious pupil Titian for Venetian altarpieces. This type of holy conversation between saints and Mary can also be seen in the Venice's Academian Church of San Zaccaria. Renaissance human demanded Madonnas and saints that were accessible to the human. Bellini delivers, but places them in a physical setting so beautiful that it creates its own mood of serene holiness. The scene is lit from the left, but nothing casts a harsh shadow. Mary and the babe are enveloped in a glowing aura of reflected light from his golden dome. The beauty is in the details, from the writing in the dome to the red brocade backdrop.
Different than the ones over there.
I don't see angels.
These angels are next door.
Oh, so he made that too.
Loquito. Angels are right there.
I was looking for the angels in the painting itself.
No, the
Let's get
angels
closer. Look how bright the red is, and the greens are, and the yellows. Look how bright those things are.
I'm always drawn to those colors.
That's a tomb right there. Somebody's in there.
Huh?
Somebody's in there.
How do you know?
That's what these altars are made for. They're tombs.
Bodies? Dead bodies are there? It's going to tell us. Let's see. I don't see this. And the angels, look at the angels are right there.
Yeah, but I don't see this right here. Bellini's Byzantine. Why not, babe? Can be traced to Paolo Venezio family, literally called the Venetian. The first name of the artist is in Venice, who helped shape the distinctive painting style in the city. Baby Jesus turns to greet a kneeling Doge Daniel, while Mary turned to acknowledge Doge's wife. Where is this painting at? Where is this painting at?
Right here.
No, this one right here.
Jesus. It's not here. You must have taken it away.
Oh, we're looking at the wrong one. The last one I read you was for this one. 5.
No. You read that one before. And then you read that one.
Oh, this is a tomb. Oh. This is where the one. This is the one where he made he painted the dome on top of Mary to make it look like it's 3D.
Why do the other coverings on this one?
Huh?
Why is there covering in the black one?
I don't know.
To save the gold? Or what?
Mm-hmm.
And how much do you think that's worth, all that gold?
I don't know.
Who put in all their money for the church? Who like that?
People donated back in the 1400s. They said we want to do this, so they did this. Bellini. He wrote some. Look at the dome on top of Mary.
He wrote something. What did he write in there?
I know I can't see it.
It doesn't tell you in the book?
1482, baby. This church is opened every day. People come inside and look at this art every day.
People have died every day. Millions every day.
Oh yeah, hundreds of 14, 15, 16, 17, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2000. 600 years. These paintings are 600 years old.
And how do they preserve them so nice?
I don't know.
And it still looks beautiful.
Look at these. See the different colors?
Even the
These
one
are
has
these
the
are the
wood in
these are look at these are masterpieces, right? And then these are good painters, but not. Look how the difference in colors. Listen over here.
Simple pictures.
These are. Look at the guy on the right in the white staff in the book. How bright that is! Look how bright his staff is. The detail to his fingers.
How big is that gold right there? Look at.
I don't know.
Can't hold it. I'm gonna put it in my purse. Really big. Beautiful.
Let's go this way. This way. a carving.
Oh, when they're taking him off the cross.
Look at the chains on the bottom.
Yeah.
Look at the detail. The fingers, the nose, the cheeks. Look at the guy's arms right here, holding Jesus on his legs. Look at his arms. Look at that detail.
They're kissing. Look at that guy's kissing his that lady's kissing his legs. Did you see that?
On the side over there?
Yeah.
And look at Jesus' arm. Look at the veins in his arms. Look at his chest. Look at his arms, his stature, his shoulder blades. All that detail. Look at the guy. Look at the guy on the right holding his garment. His fingers.
That's a nice picture.
Look at the guy on the top with his scarf on his head. Look at the chains down here.
Are you supposed to be married?
I don't know who Mary is. And there's more here. These are the things that he said. He goes, these are gifts that people give to the church. Now that's gold. That's all gold right there. Those are gifts that people give to the church that I prayed for this and this happened, I'm going to give this to the church. All the years.
Are the angels gold too?
Oh, it's right here. Look at this. Bellini's Byzantine roots can be traced to Paul the Venetian, the first name of the artist Venice, who helped shape the distinctive painting styles of the city. Venezio paints Byzantine icons and sets them in motion. Baby Jesus turns to a greeting kneeling doge. None other than St. Francis presents Francis to the Madonna.
They're still building up over here? They're still doing stuff?
I think that's being restored. None other than the Saint Francis. Return to the nave, head left towards the far end, turn around. Paolo Veneziano, Paul the Venetian. Painted that. Look at that. Wait, look at the arc. Look at the arcs in the picture.
No, chérie. This church I don't mind seeing it. It's pretty.
we get that clock.
Oh, yeah.
Sígame. Look at that. Look at this here. Look how it curves down. That's how many people walked over this. Watch, come down. Look at that. Look how soft it is here. It was like this. This is how it was made here. See that right there? See this edge just comes out? Look at this. These are all people are buried in here. Babe, people are buried in all these things. Did you hear that? You're the one that doesn't believe. Look at this painting. Look how dark these are.
They should have done like a red to bring out like when they did the dark with the dark. And then the dark wood. Over there it does nice. Over here it's kind of like... And then they're not even... Look at the pictures. One is higher than the other. See that? See the picture?
Dark.
One is higher than the other. These two are even, but then this one's uneven. And then that one over there is somewhere even. Then even then somewhere there. Moses en el desierto, Moses in the desert. Y figuroso final en la gloria de la paradise. So one of them is the paradise.
There's a serpent. I don't see the serpent.
Serpent's right there.
Oh.
On the cross.
Look at these people here. Who are these jokers? Babe, I dare you to go look inside there.
No.
I dare you to just go move the curtain.
No. You go. I dare you.
What are they gonna do? Kick me out?